of the most common calls that we get this time of year in tech support is low voltage shorts. And most of the technicians who are calling us want us to help them in finding the short. One of the first things that we talk about with a technician when trying to find a short is the word isolation. It is not going to be possible to find a short unless you learn to isolate the various components of a system to try to find out where the short is. When looking for a low voltage short, there are only four places it could be: the thermostat wire, the indoor unit, or the outdoor unit. I have gone on job sites sometimes to assist technicians in finding low voltage shorts, and a lot of times the technician will come out with a handful of fuses like this. This can get pretty expensive, blowing fuses, so there is a better way to do this. This is a little device called the little popper that can be put in place of a fuse, and these can be purchased from Amazon and from any electrical or refrigeration supply house, and they'll save you from blowing a lot of fuses. This is another idea, as these type of circuit breakers are found in most air handlers and furnaces. So if you ever scrap a furnace or air handler, take a look and see if these breakers are present in that device, and take them out and throw them in your tool bag and save them for the day when you need to find a low voltage fuse. No discussion of low voltage shorts would be complete without a discussion of the dog and cow story. All of the Airefco service managers have some type of story about the thermostat wires at the outdoor unit being chewed through by either a family dog or like on a farm with the cows. We've had situations like this multiple times, and so when looking for low voltage shorts, one of the first places we look is at the outdoor unit with the thermostat wire to see if it's been chewed by either a dog or a cow. So beginning our search for the short and starting to isolate circuits, the first circuit we want to isolate is the thermostat. Remove wires from the indoor unit and then go and check the thermostat and make sure that each wire is landed correctly and any jumpers that the manufacturer directs you to put on the stat is in place. The next thing you want to do is check the thermostat wires from the thermostat to the indoor unit to make sure that there are no shorts in any of these wires. So using your voltmeter, you want to ohm out each wire and make sure that there are no shorts present. The next thing you will want to do is isolate the outdoor unit. By removing the wires from the indoor unit that go to the outdoor unit, you will isolate that circuit, and you can begin looking for a short there if you don't have a short once you remove the wires from the indoor unit. One of the most common things on the outdoor unit is a break or a problem in the wiring between the indoor and the outdoor. If that's not the issue, one of the most common problems in the outdoor unit is that during shipping, wires rub together, and a lot of times you'll find wires that are shorted to the cabinet. So once you've isolated the outdoor unit, you can begin your search through the wiring bundles and the components to find the low voltage short. So to this point, we have isolated the thermostat circuit and we've isolated the outdoor unit circuit. So now we're still blowing fuses, so the only conclusion we can come to is that the low voltage short must be on the indoor unit. So let's begin our search there. So the next thing that we want to do is try to trace down the wiring on the wiring harness on the fan coil or furnace and try to find where our short is. In order to do this, we must first check that we have a good ground on our furnace or fan coil. A lot of your devices have the common side of the wiring harness connected to the ground. And so what we're going to do is we're going to trace our wires to ground and see if we have a short. But like I said, you need to have a good ground to do that. Most furnaces have to have a good ground in order to operate correctly. So grounding our equipment is very important for the proper operation of that equipment. The next thing you'll need to do is get your voltmeter, and we're going to check our wire resistances to ground. And so by doing that, if we check a certain circuit and we get an OL reading on our voltmeter, that means that that circuit is not grounded. If you get any type of resistance like 0.1 or 0.2 ohms, that means that that particular wire is grounded, and that is where your problem is. So then you will have to visually examine that particular wire to find out where it is rubbed through or where it is grounded out. So by using this technique, you should be able to find the short in the wiring harness by checking the resistance of the wire to ground. And if you have anywhere from a 0.01 to 0.02 ohms, then that wire is grounded out and will need to be replaced or repaired. So when looking for a low voltage short, remember to isolate. Isolate the thermostat circuit, isolate the outdoor unit, and then when you find the component that is causing the short, start isolating and looking for wires in that component that could be shorted together or shorted to ground. So make sure you isolate when looking for a low voltage short.
Go to Airefco.com for more videos. Like, subscribe, and check back every week for new videos.